DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, hope you're all well. Today's Sunday, and Mrs. DC is at work. She'll be coming off later on. So I'm alone. I went and did some geocaching yesterday, but today I decided to take a day off and just kind of rest at home and do things around here. Um, what's coming up? There's been so many trips lately and stuff like that. At one point, I don't know where I am anymore. No, that's not quite true, but it is really nice actually to be home and, over a weekend and to kind of relax. Uh, it's nice traveling, it is. I'm not saying the contrary, but, not too close in a way. I don't know. I mean, some people are away all the time, and I was away a lot this year compared to other years, and yeah, it's interesting, but still stressful. So, what are we going to drink today? It's a beer called London Pride. Now, before everybody gets worked up and says, what is he doing drinking a Pride beer? It has nothing to do with that. You know, the word Pride existed before and was used for other things. So, if anybody was wondering if this is a beer for a certain community, it isn't, actually. It's from the Fuller Brewery, I guess that's what it's called in London, and this is supposedly the flagship beer. It looks like the color, basically, it says it's an ale. It's a color of what would be what we call a bitter over there, but let's just see if it has anything to do with that. So it's in a can. You will find it on tap if you're in England, or in bottles, very often abroad. But I saw this in a can, so I bought this one. It's quite nice. Slight caramel undertones maybe, and already just a nice smell. It's a nice smell. It doesn't smell like, old beer. You know what I mean. Anyway, so London Pride. So if you do see it, you can buy it and be proud to have taken a can of London Pride, England's finest premium ale. 4.7% for those who are wondering. So yeah, so that's it. That is all as far as the beer vlog is concerned. Yeah. Oh. Today was over at church, and there's a lot of discussions going on. There's after church when you're at the, like I was going to say, near the church door and chatting along is about. Well, it has nothing to do with church stuff, actually, but about all the scandals that are going on in the football world. And part of this thing is that the head of the football, meaning soccer, for those who are on the other side of the pond. So the head of the football league, the FIFA, he's Swiss. It's a Mr. Blatter. And it's kind of funny because people around here are saying, well, from the part of the world that he comes from, there's only criminals anyway. You see, it doesn't matter where you come from or which part of the world you are, there's always regions that get these reputations of, shady deals and so on. And he happens to come from that region, so people are just going on and saying no surprise. I know it's starting to get old news, and it's nothing that probably interests people very much in the States, but for over here, soccer, football is like religion. It's a bit like American football for many people over there. So of course those discussions are everywhere. Yeah. So what else? This week I've got a rather interesting situation coming up where I'll be meeting with a rabbi. Yeah, because I'm in the food industry now. If you make anything that's kosher, you have to have rabbis come over and inspect you. Now, it's kind of interesting because they have to come something like once a month or something like that. So you kind of wonder, put it that way. Do they really need to come that often? I don't know. But it is a bill every month. So, you can make into it what you want. What else was kind of interesting this week? I put up a post, kind of reminds me, just because there was the word pride here, where I made a satiric or, well, yeah, kind of a satiric, you could put it this way, coming out as a heterosexual, white, male, and so on. And I don't know if I've ever had so many comments. They're all good, though. They're all good, so I guess that's fun. But it is the whole thing about, the politically correct. You never wonder where or what you're supposed to say anymore. So at the end, you might as well just say it and see what happens. Because no matter what you're going to say, it's going to be wrong for somebody. So what else, It's been like that for a while, I guess, but still, it's becoming very extreme. That is true. Even over here. What was funny, though, is I was in Ireland, and I was discussing with some friends over there, and going on about this whole Jenner thing. And these were younger people, like in their, well, what are they? They were 30. So they were younger than I am, of course, but they didn't even know who I was talking about. So sometimes it's like so big in one place, and other places, who the heck is that? My son, who's involved up to a point in that community, and I say up to a point because actually, I would almost say he isn't. He's got a lot of friends that are in that community, so the LGBTQQ, whatever you want to call it, the alphabet soup. But the thing is that he knew about it. Yeah, sure, they chatted about it, but there was really no big deal. It was interesting, though, his comments is that he was saying that, the people of that particular letter in the acronym are, minorities and minorities. And as he said, yeah, it is true that they're really not always treated as well. And it was kind of we had a very interesting chat on that because, as he was saying, he says, don't think, that everybody is, well, we were just, like I say, it was an open chat. But, people bitch on each other just as much in those communities as everywhere else. And is that a surprise? Because we're all human, aren't we? So we all have those traits, don't we? Yeah, I didn't actually intend the vlog to go in that direction, but I guess it's because I'm drinking London Pride. Pride. That's a word that we used to laugh, because when I used to work in pharmaceutical research, we had a group which was called the Pride Group. We always kind of laughed because, we'd say, are you a member of the Pride? Because they were proof of research and development. But then again, a lion has a pride, and so on. I don't know why I'm saying all these things. Probably just because I'm drinking London Pride. Well, I guess before saying anything else more stupid than that, I'll probably stop. It's just one of those vlogs that's going everywhere and nowhere, bouncing on the wall. I just need to do a vlog. Sometimes you just need to do a vlog. People who are vloggers will know what I mean. Sometimes you just need to get out in front of that camera. And how many minutes? I have been talking 9 minutes, so I gotta stop. I will stop. Easy signing off. Take care, everybody. Slancha. Cheers. Bye-bye.